Hey YouTube, Hugmeister's Garage and Workshop. I'm going to do a review on this product a company called Ueevii sent me out of the blue, which what surprised me. But it's a point-to-point Wi-Fi transmitter, and I'm going to try putting it from the cabin down to the house, and we'll open it up here and see what we got. Looks like we got two radar dishes here. I got some clamps. Got the control horns, must be for the transmitter and the receiver. Mounting hardware. PoE injectors. And I'm going to open some of this stuff up and we'll be back. Okay, we got some of this unwrapped a little bit, and this looks like the transmitter horns in the receiver horn, and there's a Cat6 connector there, and this other bracket snaps in the back. It looks like this will slide in there and snap when it's together, but man, I get this together, it's gonna look like I'm talking to NASA on the side of my house. I kind of want to see if it'll work now, but we'll keep going. There's our PoE injectors. They included some Cat6 connectors. And hopefully this one is just plug and play, because I've heard some stories about some of this stuff where you got to have a IT degree to get it up and going, and that definitely ain't me. I could do the simple stuff, but we'll continue forward. Hey, good morning folks, we're back. We're going to mess around a little bit with this today in the garage before I go to the trouble of mounting it at the cabin at the house. So they say to do a soft install, so we got the one horn in the vise with a little rag to protect it. We got it hooked into the power injector, into my network switch, pointing over there. And I've got my laptop set up in the other horn, pointing towards that one. Should work fine in here. Power injector's hooked up. And we're going to see if this thing will just pick up and work. And I'll do a speed test here. And if it does work, I think I might throw it up today and see what we get. So we'll be back. Okay, well, we're waiting for that computer to update because it's been in the cabinet for 9 months. Of course, it's going through the 12 Windows updates that take forever, but it's actually updating over this. So when that's done, we're going to do a speed test on the screen, and we'll see what we're getting. But it doesn't seem to be downloading any slower than what it would out of the switch, but I'll be interested to see what we get. So we've got a 250 meg per second, I guess they say it, service, and we'll compare it to what we got. But in the meantime, I was messing around with these brackets, and that just snaps on the back with and this bolt must go through to fasten it here. It's got a level on it, so that's kind of slick. Thanks, China. And then this piece on here looks like it just pipe clamps around your mast or whatever you got. So I'll probably use the existing mast that's on my my Wi-Fi hotspot over on the corner of the house. And we'll be back. Come on, update. Okay, so while we're still waiting for that to update some more, I decided to put these clips back on. These just snap around there. There's a screw that goes through. There's actually degree markings on it. And this actually feels pretty substantial. It doesn't feel cheap. And if you don't forget to put the 2 set screws and rubber washers on the front. I think they're just insurance screws in case one of those nylon clips fails. But moving along. Okay, folks, we decided to pass on the speed test. It worked in there, but I was still going through the update, so we're going to proceed to the install phase because I think it's going to work. So this is coming down, the AC1200. I may end up running that off the new router up there so I get better coverage if I get it to work up there. But there's our cabin. We're probably talking 400 yards, so we're going to get ready and get this mounted, and then we'll head up to the cabin. Okay, there we go. PoE's plugged in downstairs. Unit 1, the transmitter installed, and we're looking up at the cabin. We're going to head on up. Okay, folks, we're up at the cabin. You can see the house down there. Down on the very far corner, if it'll focus, you see our transmitter heading this way. And I just have this set up temporarily on the desk until I make sure it works. And I'll probably just mount it up there. But we're going to give her the speed test. It came up, it recognized it, so hopefully we'll see what we get here. And go, baby, go. Wow. That's pretty impressive. I only pay for 250 meg service, and this is reading over that. I think we got a winner, folks. Let's see what the upload speed does. I pay for 25. Looks like it's going to work, and that's not even really beamed in on that yet. So, wow. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try hooking it up to this, my old, what do you call those things? GLNet router. And I'll see if what happens when I plug it into that and then plug it into the computer. That way it'll enable my mini network up here for people with their phones. But we'll try that, and we'll be back. Okay, folks. Pardon the mess, but we're experimenting. We've got this GLN router going. I speed tested that, hooking to the wireless part. 230 megs per second. Not bad. And then I had one more port left, so I moved up the outside, the AC1200 that was down on the porch. And I'll mount this on the corner up here. So when I'm up here mowing, my headset will still pick it up. But I was getting 150 out of that. So from all the way down there through the house, up here and back, and running all this stuff, plus streaming a movie on cinema stick, I got to give this thing a 2 thumbs up. And have a good day, folks. I would recommend it, especially if you don't know how to hook the stuff up that much. It's just plug and play. If you just want cabin to cabin or house to house internet, you don't even have to get into the other items in that manual. And that manual's pretty thick, so have a good weekend. I thought I was gone, but I'm back, folks. Just going to show you the last installed look on this. That's the horn pointing down to the house. That's installed. That's where it's staying. Got our AC 1200 up here. That floods our fields, so my internet works out there. And we reused the little mini GLN router, and that's what we use for a switch to feed everything up here. Plus that puts out its own little mini wireless network. So it's going to work good. I can't believe we'll do one more speed test here. Well, like I said, I pay for 250 meg service, and look at that. I mean, I'm getting up here what's coming in off the street, so that to me is pretty slick. I was expecting to lose some, and it wouldn't have been disappointing, but that's pretty nice. Okay, this time I mean it. We're gone. Have a good weekend.